Hello beautiful Pisces, welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot for the week of, let's see here, the last week of May already. Oh my god. We're having a full moon this week as well on the 26th, and we're also going into Mercury retrograde on the 29th. Yay, aren't we lucky? Another retrograde. Okay, so the card that I picked for today was, for yesterday's reading, was this beautiful soul card of you opening yourself up to this beautiful, fresh insight from Spirit. I really, really love it. I really love it. You take some rain. This actually came after the fact of this reading, but it feels like the rain turned into snow, and the snow brought in the fresh air and the fresh insight. So really like this card. I really love these cards. They really speak to me on a very spiritual level. All right, so as we always do, we'll do the Celtic Cross for you today. If you'd like to support this channel, there are a multitude of ways. It's all in the description box. I have beautiful, beautiful gratitude journals if you haven't seen them yet. I'm kind of hoping to have the links all in there for by the time you see this. Yeah. I have Patreon, PayPal, I have Etsy, I have these links for all these cards that I use, and every single one helps, but the most helpful way you can help without costing you anything is just by subscribing and hitting that notification bell. It really helps. I do readings for the Pisces Collectives twice a day, general and then extended later, to give more insight on whatever's been spoken of. And yeah, it's to motivate and help you along with your life, exploring spiritual aspects that maybe you've heard and you've seen the signs and you've seen things, but you know, we always tend to dismiss a lot in our lives. So hearing it from somebody else sometimes puts the dot on the I or the cross on a T, and that's what I like to think I do. All right, Pisces, here we go. Oh, look at that moon card. Now, I did a reading in May, and the last week looked fairly, really good. Like, we're having a good last week of May. We actually had a pretty good May. We've worked through a lot. A lot of May has been looking or getting insight on where the world's going in the next little bit, in the next year, 2 years, whatever. It's so much that we've done so much work that now we can look out and see how much work the rest of the world has to do. This card for the moon is really putting in getting clarity, working through illusions. The energy that surrounds us is the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands is all about conflict. There's a lot of that. I've seen a lot of that, and Spirit has shown me quite a few things that I've seen, and you might be seeing it as well. How people incite other people to violence by covering it up in light work. In other words, going, come to the light, this is good, you have to pick between good and evil, these type of conversations. Yeah, it's not very, people get brought in wanting to be on the good side of things, and there's a lot of gray, there's a lot of shades of gray in life. It's never light or dark. There's a lot of middle section to cover. There's a lot of stuff and a lot of work to be done. But these people are capitalizing and manipulating people in telling them they have to follow the light, or they're going, you know, evil. And there's many, many examples. There's none in particular, but this is causing more. This is causing more of that pendulum to swing on the wrong side of things. Not that we weren't on the right side of things, but as I preach all the time to all of you, it has to do with balance. There is no one side or the other. It's all about balancing. And the more we know about this, the better it is going to be for us to stand in our own space while these growing pains are going on. So there's a lot of conflict going around right now. And there's going to be a lot of illusion and clarity, both. So this really shows the black and white, the light or dark situation of everything. Okay. These two came out. So at the crown, We have the Lovers and the Hermit card. Beautiful. This means, Pisces, that we are doing constantly internal insight, constantly going inside of ourselves to see how we can be wiser, how we can walk with more wisdom and bring more peace to the situation. And it's so funny because I said black and white. Look at these figures. And they're in balance because she's got a black mask, but she's white. He's got a white mask, but he's black. I love it. I love it. It's explaining to us exactly what needs to be done here. Exactly. You have this that's burning on one side and growing on the other. Everything has its place. Even destruction, even burning, it's phoenix, it's a regeneration for more growth. Everything is in balance and in harmony. And that's really what this world needs. But what I'm getting is that people don't really understand the meaning of what that is. They think balance is going to the good, only the good, to define the good for whatever that means to them. Unfortunately, what the good and bad, the evil and good is different for everybody. And it just doesn't work out. It just doesn't work out. It's no balance in anything. So what is at our foundation? The Knight of Swords. Making our way through the storm. Oh, and this one here. I didn't know I needed 2 cards at the foundation, but I took them. I don't know what made me do that, because it's usually 1 card, but I felt like I needed to. So it's working our way through the storm. The 3 of Wands, really finding the yin and yang. You see it, the flames and the water again, this separate, different energies. Being ready. I keep constantly talk about holding the line. This is our job, and this is what I feel this guy is doing. He's holding the line. He's standing there waiting to launch, to go, to make his way towards something better. That is our ability. We have the ability to really charge through the storm and make things fit, make things launch, make things go where they're supposed to be going, Pisces. That's going to be very important in the upcoming time. You're very strong here of pushing through to getting to the direction you want. I really love this energy. I feel very strong in this line. And that's strength of somebody who has done the inner work, who is working on themselves, yet still able to observe. Okay, in the recent past, yeah, a lot of growth. A lot of coming into your own. And growth not only in money, it's growth in knowledge, growth in inner knowing, growth in outside knowing, in everything. It's like a super accelerated course of you're awesome. It's weird the way it's coming through, but that is really what's coming through. Like, you're getting smart. I'm hearing you're getting smarter in your old age, and you're not, and some of you are not. It's just that you're getting really into your own. And I was thinking of the Knight of Pentacles and the Light Seers deck. When I was saying this, there's a lot of strength of energy, and this is exactly that card. This guy who sits there with his dog, I don't know if you remember, he's got like the long white hair. He looks totally peaceful and relaxed and comfortable with himself. can speak if needed and doesn't need to if not. Just all knowing, all feeling, all kind of rounded. That's peaceful and it's helpful in the near future, Pisces. Clarity, sunny days, happiness, fulfillment. Love it. Very nice. How to present yourself? Oh, 3 cards. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, of course the assessment card, and the Strength card. Somebody who's strong, somebody who knows where they're going. Somebody who knows that there's a long road ahead. You see the horse is kind of, you know, the knight, facing the knight, knowing that there's work to be done, and knowing there's going to be more things to fix as we go, more things to rearrange, but ready for it, completely ready. So this is how to present yourself to the world. If you're somebody who's not perfection, and you're somebody who's always showing people that you need to work through things, and you will work through things constantly in your life, you're showing yourself as a teacher and a student, both willing to learn and willing to teach. It's a very powerful place to be, and it's a very good place to be. The best teacher in the world is the one able to say, I don't know, but let's figure it out. That is the Emperor. How they see you as this, a stable force. Somebody who is able to give them stability, grace, and a place to land. Somebody who can give them information that will lead them to their own personal empowerment. This is a very strong card. The Emperor is very strong. He's strong of mind. He's stable. He's like the rock of the cards. You know, when you see a mountain that's immovable, that's the Emperor. So others see you as this. Somebody who is less affected right now by the world's craziness. Somebody who's more zen, who's more stable, who can figure it out. Right. Your hopes and feel, the Wheel of Fortune. You want to get, ultimately, you want to get to where you need to go. You want to find happiness. You want, if you're wishing for money, you're wishing for that. You're wishing for peace. You're wishing for a good relationship. Wherever this applies, this is what you're wishing for. However, you're still, well, as we all do, wishing and hoping it doesn't like turn around on you somewhere, right? Hopes and fears is always about something that you wish for, ultimately feel you don't have yet. And with the hopes and wish position, I think it's one of the most important positions in this Celtic cross, because this is showing you where you need to adjust the way you think. You should think in terms of you're already there. You're already working towards a path where you will achieve it, not wishing on it and hoping the outcome. Ten of Pentacles, success. We have success, and we have success, victory on this side, and we have a little nappy on the other side. So it's a combination of rest and victory. That sounds pretty good to me. That sounds like somebody says you'll have victory on one hand and a nap on the other, and healing, I'd say, sounds good. Sounds good. Alright. So let's clarify a little more, and then we're going to close this off. Okay, you, moon, clarity and illusion. You have justice on top of it. So right, a balance between clarity and illusion. Pretty straightforward if you ask me. That's, Yeah. And of course, the devil comes out with the Five of Wands. What's around you? Conflict. People stuck in their round robin of restrictions, addictions. And addictions isn't just drugs and alcohol. Addictions is a thought pattern, a way of thinking that's constantly causing them harm. Okay? So this is definitely, you're in balance while the world's going to hell. Or the world around you. There's nothing to laugh about, it really isn't. But you cannot fix everybody. It is sometimes terrible to watch. I have to admit. I watch people say that, you know, we're all Satan while they're saints. And it's just scary. They're predicting like an end of things and a victory of things that they can't guarantee. And they're making this worse for people who subscribe to them and their ideals, because when their predictions fail or don't come true, this is when we have people going out there and causing harm to others because they're trying to make it happen somehow, some way. As I said, this is why I say anything that I say here is not telling you to go out there and drink the fruit punch. I'm telling you to go out there and empower yourself. Be who you are supposed to be. You have free will. Everything in balance. Everything in balance, Pisces. Alright, so at your crown, the Lovers and the Hermit. Can I get a clarify for that? Although, you know, this doesn't need to be a clarify. There's two cards that came out. Right. Ooh. Transformation and moving on. Right. All of this insight towards harmony, that was because you transformed, you moved on from the situation. You figured things out and you said, yep, right. This is not going to happen. There's light, there's thunder out there right now, you guys. It's very interesting. Nice. Mother Nature decided to make itself heard. Right. Transformation, moving on, following your inner light. If you look at these cards, you see the Hermit with his staff. You see you with a staff. See? This is the journey you went on to get here, to get clarification, to figure it out. That really helped. That really worked. You are on the right trail. This transformation brought you harmony and happiness. It's good. It's all good. At your foundation, charging towards a better future. Oh my. And there's the King again in a different deck. That King of Pentacles towards growth. This charging and moving forward is always bringing you to this growth. This growth card. Growth of self. Growth of empire. Whatever you like. Whatever growth means something to you. I think it's a balance of all, really. There's a thunder again. All right. In your recent... Yeah. What did you grow out of in your recent past? What was this growth about? Old beliefs that no longer fit. The Hierophant card for me is like ditching the religious robe, to tell you the truth. And that is exactly what I feel. It's also realizing that your opinion, people who have opinions or are strong, opinionated, they have a... they have a restricted sense of things. There's no opening. They're not open to anything. It's their way or the highway. The Hierophant's very much about being the teacher and the student as well. And that is sometimes as basic as that. You've learned to be the teacher, but humbled yourself enough to know that you're the student, always learning. And the more you learn, and the more you know, and the more you look for things, the better you feel. Because you're always putting new insight, new choices on the table. You're not restricting yourself to this devil in your near future. What's coming up, my beautiful light workers? Your true nature. being yourself, beautiful Pisces. Being of the heart, of the offering, of the self, of giving, receiving, all of that good thing. The youthfulness of this card speaks to me as true Pisces because it means that we are open, such as the student, such as the young person. When you get old, you usually get, you know, those old codgers of my day where, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I've lived more than a day. We're not working on that system anymore. We're working on that system. It doesn't matter what age you are. You are open to listen, to receive, to understand, to go deeper if needed, to go on a new journey that will improve and help your situation. It's beautiful. How to present yourself. Assessment, long journey of growing, a lot of strength, right, and balancing. This will make you the star, Pisces. It's going to make you grow. It's going to balance out your chakra and make you the star of the show. Balance. 1 foot on the earth, 1 foot in the water. Balance. Always assessing. Always changing things up. Putting clarity on the situation. Look at you. You're willing to be so bendy. Okay? And that's how you're presenting yourself, as somebody who is willing to learn and to teach and to do your part. That's a great thing. How will others see you? Stability, the Emperor. Also, having a childlike view on things. So this again shows a perfect balance of the adult, the father figure, and the child. It's reconnecting with the best of you, but also knowing who you are, feeling stable in who you are, and having fun, not being such a, you know, a fugly. An old effer is not effer, F, you know what I mean. You know those old people, those old codgers who, well, this is not being that. It's being stable and having the stability of somebody who has lived a while, but having the ability to live with the innocence and insightful yearning to learn of the child when it first is introduced to this world. It is very much the balance between the two, the Justice card. So that's how others see you. They see you as being, having fun, but being the very best of both. Nice. Your hopes and fears. I'm going to get another card for this one because we got the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, there's two that came out. So funny because you have the Emperor again here. Yeah. So let me see here. Perspective or limbo. You have a lot of insecurities concerning how your Wheel of Fortune, whether or not to wait or move forward, whether you should be concentrating on stability without isolating yourself. So to you guys, for some of you, I feel like the cards are coming out to really emphasize on separate things that you guys are really worrying about. I think it's an addition to this. I think it's like, is my ship going to come in? Am I going to be delayed? Do I need a fresh perspective? How do I handle stability? How do I not feel isolated from the world? These are all questions that are coming in. I feel like a lot of questions are coming in. So your hopes and fears, you have many. And you usually do, Pisces. We usually do. Because we think things through a lot. As I said, think yourself out of it. Think yourself as not being of that situation. You're doing wonderfully. Don't sweat the small stuff. It will work itself out. Think in terms of abundance and already having it. All right, so your outcome is The Ten of Pentacles with the Chariot card, how wonderful. You are definitely taking the lead towards your greater good, your happy ending. And I love this card as well because I always think that you see this older gentleman here sitting on the other side. But on this side, he's talking to the younger. So it feels like, again, a balance between the two. Black and white. It's all about this balance. That's all they want me to talk about. You are fostering, you are helping out that balance. Even when you have fears, you know that you have to balance out with your confidence. It's all about balance all the time. And underneath the deck is where we started with the Moon card. Okay? It's about breaking down illusions and getting clarity, trusting your intuition on things, Pisces. You can do it. I have no doubt of your incredible ability to make things happen in your lifetime. I find it super funny that we've been called flighty, of more of emotion than anything else, yet I feel more balanced now in these cards. I feel like in some cases we're more balanced in the world right now than the world is. Okay? Okay. One step ahead is all you need. So this is telling you to walk one step ahead. This has to do with your hopes and fears here. I felt very much that this was talking about this part here. Stop worrying so much about that. Just take one step ahead. Start making things happen, okay? And you'll see. It'll work itself out as you're going. They also want you to focus on the now, which is 11. Focus on right now is 4711. This is 5. 5 is the nitty-gritty work, the stuff that you have to, it makes sense. It's the voice inside of your head, you know, talking to yourself to say, keep going, it's okay. You have fears, but they don't have you, keep going. The now is talking about, do it now, now. Do what you need to right now. Do it for you. Don't delay. Don't think of too far in the future. Don't go too far back unless you need to do some work to release it. But other than that, focus on right now. What do you want to do right this minute after you're done watching this beautiful reading? What is it you want to do after this? Take a walk, kiss a partner, watch your favorite show, go down a little bit of nostalgic memory lane that makes you feel good. Draw, listen to music. Anything that really serves you and makes you feel good, inspires you to move forward, inspires you to think innovatively, raises your vibration. It's all good. But live in the now. Right now. I hope you've enjoyed this, Pisces. This has been your weekly reading. We're going to have a wonderful week. We live inside of our heads. No surprise there. But we have such strength of knowing and of feeling. We're really getting it. And it's really going well, Pisces. Just let it. Trust me. You're doing fabulously. Believe in yourself. I'm sending you lots of love and light and blessings, and I will see you later for the extended. Take care.